Welcome our first presenter this morning, Robin Wadley.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. These are moments that I have been looking for, and so I'm just grateful to be here to share my business, which is Nourish Sedalia. I'm Robin Wadley, and I am the owner of Nourish Sedalia Cafe. And we are the first concept store of Nourish Cafe and Market, which is located in Columbia, Missouri. I don't know if anybody's ever visited that store. We're a smaller version of that. We don't do the made-to-order food, but we tried to bring as much of what they offer to our market here in Sedalia. We opened on March 13th, 2021 in the State Fair Shopping Center across from the Family Center Farm and Home. But my journey began in August of 2019 when I applied and was hired by Nourish Cafe and Market as a front counter server. Unbeknownst to anyone, my family included, I was doing my own amateur research and development with restaurants like Nourish, where they made healthful and delicious food. At Nourish, I realized this could be done. This concept could work here. I learned all the aspects of the cafe and completely was sold on bringing it to Sedalia, but I wanted it to be specifically Nourish Cafe and Market. I believe very strongly in their mission and their business systems in general. I became friendly with Kaylee Lamone and Kimber Dean, the two creators and owners of Nourish. Kaylee is the marketing and finance, and Kimber is a trained culinary chef, and she creates and makes every recipe. All the packaged food you see that has our label on it was developed and tested and researched by Kaylee and Kimber, sometimes in their kitchens. They were 8 months pregnant and trying out juice recipes and hummus recipes. It was a true labor of love in all senses of the word. So I approached them around the holiday season of 2019 and asked if they'd ever thought of franchising. I expressed to them my desire to own a small, community-driven cafe with a focus on clean, nutritionally valued food that would benefit my community. We met at Ozark Coffee here in Sedalia on December 30th of 2019. I wanted them to see the support a community like Sedalia can offer a locally owned business, and I wanted to sell Justin's coffee. So, as we all know, the world was about to change after the new year, and this had a huge impact on opening a second location. After 2 false starts in 2020, we officially opened, as I said, this year, March of 2021. Nourish Sedalia believes food is medicine, and all our food at Nourish has been thoughtfully created to provide multiple health benefits, and it tastes amazing. I know everybody has misconceptions, preconceptions of what something gluten-free might taste like. You're like, it's going to be bland and like cardboard. And while our chocolate chip cookie may not taste like Nestle, it is a very yummy version, and your stomach won't bother you afterwards. Our food doesn't have corn, soy, dairy, processed sugars, or preservatives in it. One of our business systems is completely dedicated to the process of ensuring the organic food we use stays fresh as long as possible. We make everything from scratch, buying in bulk in its most basic form. So think of a bag of dried garbanzo beans being transformed into hummus. That's the product we start with to make our hummus. Our superfood smoothies and cold-pressed juices are 2 cornerstones of our menu. Our cold-pressed juices are one method of juicing. We use 1.5 pounds of produce in each bottle, and we have a machine that creates 10,000 pounds of pressure to extract the juice. This allows all the vitamins, minerals, and enzymes to stay intact, giving you full nutritional value. And juicing is very convenient. If anybody in here juices, juicing is very convenient because it allows you to make a maximal health food choice for yourself in a quick and easy way. We have our juices packaged in these beautiful bottles that you can just grab out of our cold case. And we encourage you to return them because you get 25 cents off of each. You get 25 cents off of a new product for each bottle you return. So if somebody brings in 4 bottles, that's $1 off of something else within our store. We try to maintain sustainable methods, and one of those is recycling. So we reuse our bottles after we sanitize them. All of Nourish's recipes are created with optimal food benefits and nutrients in mind. We practice low waste or no waste food preparation, and we repurpose some of our byproducts that are left over. Almond milk is a prime example. We make all of our almond milk in-house, but the ground almond meal is bagged and frozen, and we use it in our desserts. Yes, desserts. We have there are versions of healthful desserts. We use the almond meal as a crust for our lemon cheesecake, our chocolate mousse, and also our pumpkin cheesecake, which we're selling right now, and it's delicious. And the pumpkin cheesecake is completely plant-based. There's no dairy in it, and there's no egg. So I felt Sedalia was ready for a place that offered thoughtfully made food that allowed a person to feel good after eating it. How many times have we all just, our mouth and our brain craves something and we're like, man, we're going to regret this. But it tastes so good that we override that. All food can be delicious, and that includes our food. So all of our recipes are created with, I lost my place. All our food has these common things in it. They're clean and tasty, and we use only the highest quality ingredients. And I keep circling back to the ingredients themselves because this is where the magic lies in our food. Nourish Sedalia wanted to share their secret of how delicious, clean, organic food can taste. So whether you order from our menu board, which has over 25 items, or our grab-and-go case where you can put together a super energy-charged lunch or dinner that will keep you feeling good throughout your day or your evening. Our goal was to make it easy and accessible and approachable. And we wanted to help people connect with the wisdom of their own bodies through food. People have strong feelings about healthy food and eating healthy. And most would say they fail, which isn't true. It's just that we've been led to believe this is an all or nothing approach. But it doesn't have to be. There are so many ways to approach your eating plan. I don't even like the word diet, but your eating plan, whether it's through eliminating 1 can of soda a day and replacing that with something like a cold pressed juice, or switching out sugar for a fresh fruit on top of your cereal. Those are all easy, manageable ways that you will make an impact within your health over time. When we chose our menu, we wanted it to appeal to a broad audience. So you may not know what acai is, but you've probably heard of a smoothie. We want to get you in the door because once you've tried our food and know its value, then we can sell you on the whole concept of how good food can create a good community. That there is a place that reaches for higher goals when it comes to what they offer the customer. With that overarching goal, I was very thoughtful in my creation of the actual space. We have a beautiful raw edge bar counter that was handmade by a local craftsman, comfortable sofas and chairs, and several communal tables. The space is filled with greenery, it's light, it's open. We offer free Wi-Fi, and our bathrooms are always clean. My goal was to draw people in with good food and have them stay to work or to visit or study by offering a calm yet welcoming space. We also are an event space and have already hosted 2 different local organizations for after-hour gatherings. We are always looking to host groups or Sunday events because we're closed on Sundays. We can also cater events, lunches. We could do a smoothie bar or even a breakfast, for example, and we want to make it as convenient as possible for you, and we will deliver. All you have to do is call in, place your credit card order over the phone, and we'll take it from there. We will even rent out our kitchen after hours, but we don't have a stove or a hood. but we do have an oven available. So those are options. Again, just trying to find as many ways as we can to integrate ourselves into our community and our surrounding area. Another way we do that, which is kind of just a little sidestep here, we partner with several farmers market vendors. White Angus Ranch supplies all of our bones and ground beef for our bone broth and our chili. And Back Yonder Farms provides all of the poultry bones for our chicken bone broth. We use a farmer that's about an hour north of here for fresh elderberries because we make in-house elderberry syrup. So we are always trying to find outreach ways to pull in the community. So Nourish Sedalia is about the people and the food coming together and creating that symbiotic relationship between the two. And I want to share my experience and knowledge and passion of how pure, unprocessed food can make a huge impact in your daily life and the long-term benefits. It can literally change the way you feel. And I wanted to create a place to put those things together. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Robin?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you sell any of the ingredients, like in the cookbook that might be a little bit harder to find? Do you supply any?
Ooh, that's a really good question. And the answer is yes, in a way. Like our chicken salad, we use our own hummus. So there's no mayo in our chicken salad. We use our hummus, and we do prepackage and sell our hummus. We do sell our cashew ricotta, which, again, is a plant-based cheese, as is our cheddar cheese sauce, and we sell those individually. So we do sell certain elements. We have started selling our almond meal with an Italian seasoning for a crust on our chef. Well, she's not a chef. She won't let me call her that. My kitchen manager, who is Lori Swearingen, she did some amazing things with this almond meal. She stuffed it into an acorn squash. She breaded it with chicken. She jokingly calls, by the way, this is a little secret, ground mustard meat glue. Apparently, everything will stick to animal protein if you bathe it in ground mustard first. So, we try to incorporate as many of our, we try to have for sale several of the products that are in the recipes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I think the most important thing is educating everybody about what you just said. So, have you ever thought about doing maybe some educational workshops at the store and bringing people in and teaching them how to eat right? And because your store is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't been, you need to go.
Thank you.
It's very relaxing.
Well, thank you. That was our goal. Again, an inclusive, welcoming, relaxing space. So thank you for sharing that and saying that. Yes, so we are starting on October 17th. We are offering a bone broth class. And you may have heard of bone broth. It's a big buzzword right now. But there are so many healing properties to bone broth between the collagen and the marrow in particular that leaches out when you cook the bone broth. Our bone broth is cooked for 48 hours in a pot that we have to stand on a stool to get it down off of the cooktop. We have a small little plug-in kind of stove thing. Sorry, my brain just died. So we offer a bone broth class coming up, and she will talk about the benefits of it and how you can doctor it up, the millions of uses for it. So that's a Sunday event we have coming up. Kaylee Lamone, who created Nourish, it was literally her brainchild. She is coming on November 7th to talk about why she started it and her own health journey, because she's dealt with a lot of female-based health problems that she has remedied or at least made better through healthy food and eating well and being very diligent. And that's the hard part for everybody, being diligent in what she puts in her body. But she had a very specific end goal to that, so it was for her important. So, and then we offer this thing, we offer juice cleanses. And you can do it one day. And yes, it is drinking juices. We highly encourage you to bring our bone broth into it. But the juices help calm down your inflammation system and ease digestion. but you're still getting tons of nutrient-dense food to give you energy. Can you go run a marathon or even maybe walk 5 miles? You would feel fatigued afterwards, but that is just because your body is beginning to reset, and that takes attention away from the energy it needs to walk or run or whatever. So you do feel differently some days, but what I hear most people claim is they feel amazing after the cleanse is over. But again, it's a nice way to help reset. Shameless plug. My husband is a general surgeon here and deals with lots and lots of digestive issues in people. And he highly recommends our bone broth and our juice cleanses. If you just need something to just calm your body down, get your gut to stop reacting so strongly sometimes to things. And I have an autoimmune disease, and I regularly drink our bone broth, and it has really helped heal my gut. So those are just a little testimonial there. Thank you for the question. Yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you for bringing this to Sedalia. As someone who, by my doctor, I was put on the paleo anti-inflammatory diet, I can't go into McDonald's and grab something. So it's so nice to have someone I can go grab lunch and then go back to work.
Thank you.
It's been such a nice addition.
I appreciate that.
I went to Mizzou, so I had Nourish in Columbia, so it's nice to have it here.
Great. Thank you for that. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you had mentioned like low waste, no waste,
Mm-hmm.
and all the foods and ingredients that you use. Was that like a motive that you guys had whenever you brought Nourish to Sedalia, or did you find that you had a lot of waste, so you found a way to have no waste?
No, it's one of our systems that's in our systems manual. Again, one of Columbia's goals was to be as least impactful as possible. So we have all this pulp, and we have banana peels, and we have coffee grounds. And so we have these 10-gallon compost buckets, and we throw everything in there. And here is the very interesting thing about organic food is it never collects flies or maggots or anything else. It just slowly, it's like a slow burn melt. You just see it compressing. And I partner with local farmers who take the buckets and dump them on their vegetable beds. Right now, I'm partnered with Back Yonder and their pigs, and they give all the pulp to their pigs. It's just again, talk about that symbiosis. That's just a really nice reciprocal relationship there. So no, that was a system, again, because that's just a lot of methane burning that we could find another purpose for. So yeah, we try to repurpose as often as we can. All of our to-go packaging is 60% corn-based, so it at least decomposes more rapid and with less, left over. We use fiber cardboard when we can, like with our drink carriers. So when we can, we definitely try as hard as we can. That's why we switched to glass bottles. We just are like, wow, that is a lot of plastic. Corn-based or not, going into the landfills. Yes.
So you said that you would rent out your facility like for after hours events for people.
Yeah.
What are your hours to where
Right.
I'm
Thank
thinking
you.
of baby showers.
Oh, love. That'd be great. So our hours right now are 7:30 to 2:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 3 on Saturday. We try to stay, the reason we're called a concept store, we're not technically a franchise because it is not an exact replica of Nourish Columbia if you've been in there. But we are on brand. We use the same fonts and the same colors, but their hours we have their identical hours right now. However, we are always trying to move with our community and serve its needs to the best of our ability. And we are definitely looking at expanding our hours so that we can reach more people. So anytime, yes, we would love to entertain the idea of a baby shower. And we don't really have a pricing set for that so far. I've just been allowing people into the space so they can see it and enjoy it. And then they buy food, and that is sort of how that works at the moment.
How many will fit in what's your capacity?
The fire marshal says 25. So forgiveness might say more, but.
We want that. All right. Well, I hate to cut conversation
No.
short, but
Yeah.
just as an ending question, is there anything that we can do as a community to help you?
Just my mission, which is, I know people get intimidated by the word healthy, and they immediately seem to berate themselves. And I just want to dispel that notion. Whatever you do that is thoughtful for you, again, when you listen to the wisdom of your body and you respond accordingly, that's beneficial. And that maybe you help get the word out that we are there to help serve those needs. Whether you do have a disease or you've been ill or you want to change up your eating plan. And it's all to make you feel better. It has nothing to do with your outward appearance or anything like that. So the biggest message I would love for you all to share is that we are a welcoming space that will help you find the best foods for you, and just a welcoming space where we can create community.
Very good. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.